This episode has been brought to you by My Extraordinary Productions, helping you find the agents, managers, showrunners, and casting directors you need to connect with. Click the link in the description to learn more. Hi everyone, I'm going over some casting terms you should know if you want to be an actor, and if you think I missed any, please leave a comment below, I'll get to them next time. The first term we're going over is casting agent, which unfortunately isn't actually a term. It's usually what someone says when they don't know that the term is actually casting director. And you could think of it like this. A real estate agent says, look at all of these houses I have available. And an agent, as in a talent agent, says, oh, you're looking for an actor? Look at all of these options I have available. A casting agent doesn't actually have the actors available. A casting director is directing the casting decisions. They're saying, hey, if you're going with this tone, you should go with actor A. If you're going for this tone, you should go for actor B. The next term is also not an actual term. Casted is not a word. If you want to say that you have cast someone in a role, past tense, you would say just that. I have cast this person, or they cast John as this role. You wouldn't say casted because it's not a word in this context, and I know that's going to frustrate some people. Best I can do is say that English is a weird language. Now that we've gone over the terms we don't have, let's go over some terms we do have. So the first one is 18 to look younger, which is often abbreviated, and 18 to look younger basically means that this person is 18, which is our age of majority in California, and they look younger. So an adult who can pretend to be a high school student or, in some cases, a middle school student. The next term is ethnically ambiguous, which means you don't fit very neatly into any one ethnic group. You can look like a lot of things, and commercially it can work very well because a lot of people can kind of identify with something about you. Our next term is talent, not as in the talent of singing or acting or dancing, but talent as in the talent who is standing in front of the camera, or basically the person who is standing in front of the camera. Sometimes the talent is a very talented person, and sometimes the talent is someone who just happens to be there. Next we get to extras, also known as background, also known as atmosphere. And there are a bunch of different derivative words from those, like background talent, or whatever. But the point is, these are the people who don't necessarily have any lines or anything that important to do in the scene, but they populate the scene. You wouldn't necessarily have a concert with just the musicians and 2 audience members. You would have a bunch of other people in the audience. Those people are all extras. The next term is stand-in or a stand-in. Basically, a stand-in stands in for the lead actor. The stand-in is about the same size as the actor and about the same coloring. Every shot in a film sequence is planned, and you could have your actor stand there while you test all the lights, while you test all the makeup, while you try out all the camera movements, or you can hire someone to do all that for them, and then the actual actor can pop in when it's actually time to film. This is good if you want to keep your actor fresh. It's also good if your actor is very expensive and you want to maximize your time. Now, a photo double is essentially a stand-in. The main difference, though, is that a stand-in is never filmed, whereas they may film a photo double's hands. They may film the back of a photo double's head. The next word is scale, which in this case, it is a union negotiated wage. SAG-AFTRA has a ton of contracts on their website, and those contracts tell you what the base expected pay is for all of their actors. The next term is day player, or simply put, someone who is there for a single day and then you never see them again, probably, I assume. I mean, like, nothing happens to them. The job only lasted one day. Now, what does it mean when someone is union or something is a union production? Well, the union that is being referred to is a labor union. Actors used to have more labor unions. Usually today, when someone says it's a union project or this actor is union, they mean that this person is a member of SAG-AFTRA, which is the Screen Actors Guild and American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, or basically, those are the actors who are on TV, in movies, in radio even, but that is what that union covers. Then you have AEA, which is Actors Equity Association, or Equity. That's more used for theater-related content, and it's a different union, but they are sister unions. It is very common for an actor who is a member of one union to also be a member of the other. Next, we have the term union eligible, which means that you did whatever you have to do to join the union, and if you wanted to, you could join the union today. But the reason someone may not join the union today is that it just doesn't make sense for them. Maybe they just aren't booking enough auditions and work that it makes sense to make the leap, or maybe they just really enjoy all of the non-union projects that they wouldn't get to be a part of if they joined the union immediately. So I just talked all about unions. Let's talk about the word non-union. Very self-explanatory, just a person who is not in one of the unions. Then we get the term Taft-Hartley. In this context, Taft-Hartley is used as a verb, and it basically means to instantaneously make someone eligible to join the union. Now this part may be obvious, but let's go over it anyway. An audition is an event, and to audition is a verb. Either way, the point is that if a person is auditioning or going to an audition or has an audition, this person has a role in a production and they are trying to get that role in the production. It is the equivalent of an interview. A callback is another event, and it is when you've done so well in your audition that the casting director calls you back and wants you to do the exact same thing you did last time again. The stakes are a little higher because you're a little more likely to get the job than you were last time. The next term is self-tape, and one type of self-tape is called an EcoCast. EcoCast is used on Actors Access. Self-tape is used everywhere. It's the more generic term. And basically what this means is instead of you driving from your house to a site to have your audition, you are filming your audition at home. Or you could film it at a studio, but the point is you are sending in a videotape. You are not physically going anywhere. Next, we get the term sides. If the script is the entire 90-page screenplay, the sides would be the 5 pages you need to learn for your audition. Sides are just pieces of the whole script. Next, if your audition and your callbacks go really well, you may be placed on Avail. What does this mean? Well, they're asking if you are available for the role because there is a really good chance you're going to get it. Like, it's between you and a couple other people. Finally, we get the term booked, as in you booked the role. Congratulations. You have the role now. You can start preparing, figuring everything out. Congratulations to you. All right, thank you so much for watching. If I missed a term, which, let's be honest, I probably did because there are a lot of terms in this industry, please leave a comment below. I will get to it the next time I get to it. Other than that, thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Follow me on social media. If you have a question, leave a comment, and I will see you all next time.